Okay, so a lot of people are saying that Trump is disappeared. Trump is gone. And what I mean by disappeared, I mean he's not on this planet Earth anymore mentally. That he has exited his body for the rest of his life. If you get what I'm trying to say. Right? That's what people are saying. I'm not saying it. That's what people are saying. Now, I understand Trump came out today supposedly saying that he was out playing golf with his grandkids or something along those lines. I don't know. Do I want Trump gone? I really don't care. And the reason being is because Vance is still there. So as Vance is still there, it's going to be the same thing pretty much. So you guys tell me what you think about that. He's being disappeared, no posts, no anything. Now I made a TikTok. I think I uploaded YouTube shorts too. Pretty much saying that people are celebrating too soon. I don't think he's gone. And that even if he was on the brink of death's door, let's be honest here. And this is not just for Trump, this is for rich people in general. They have access to every single possible health care that you can ever imagine. That is legal and ethical and illegal and unethical. And all those people that have disappeared, all those missing organs for passed away bodies, all that research and stem cells and everything else, they will do whatever they can to keep that man alive. And the main reason I say that, because too many people are benefiting from him being alive, right? You have the Israeli president and the people. You have MAGA. You have all these groups that are benefiting from him not being here. They're going to do whatever they can to make sure he stays alive. Even if it goes into spiritual and dark demented stuff. I'm not sure what your name says, but hi, I hope you're doing good. Subscribe if you already haven't. I'm just pretty much talking about how I don't think Donald Trump passed away. I seen a bunch of conspiracy theories, people saying that that picture that came out, Donald Trump with his kids, is not really him. That you could barely see his face, you could barely see him walking, all this other kind of stuff. You know what? I don't know if it's him or not, but I will say this: it's kind of weird for a man that's always so public with his actions and the way he looks. Always wants to be in front of the camera. You can barely see what he looks like right now, right? The pictures that they show are just like, okay, that could be a man in a costume for all I know. And let's be real here, they do fake this stuff a lot. So, do I think he gone? Nah. Do I think it is a? Let me see if I can pull up a picture. And you guys tell me what you think. Let me see here. Where's that proof of life picture? Because everybody was so upset, like, oh wow, he's gone, he's gone. I was like, nah, he's not gone. There's no way they'll let him leave. He won't leave this earth until his term is over with. So anybody thinking otherwise is kind of foolish if you really think about it. Like I said, they have access to all kinds of stuff that we don't know about. They're not going to let that man go away. Zara, hi, how's it going? Let's see. Chuck Hayne to play golf. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Here we go. And like the picture looks kind of sorry, to be honest with you. If you can see it right there. I mean, you could barely see his face. That could really be a mask. If I'm being really honest with you, that could just be somebody in a Trump mask. But that's what they're saying, right? They're saying that's him. That does look like his body type. That does look like his posture. It could be him. I don't know if it's him or not. But that's what they're giving people. That's what they're saying is the proof of life. Can I enlarge that picture? I'm so sick and tired of these articles. All I want is the picture. I don't want nothing else. Let me see. Open image and new tab. There we go. Now you tell me, is that the real Donald Trump? I'm being serious. Now, you could literally go on Amazon right now and buy a better mask than this. To me, this doesn't look like him. This is what people are saying is him. People are saying that's Donald Trump right now. You could literally go on Amazon or any other store right now and just buy a mask that looks very realistic and human. This is a sorry excuse for a mask if it is one. Or he has deteriorated so much. This is like somebody's grandpa to me. No, I haven't seen a new tech, but when I see that picture, that does not look like Donald Trump. I'm sorry, that does not look like the man. Also, like, comment, subscribe. No. Donald Trump likes to be in the camera too much. And him just walking to his car, what probably really end up happening is, I don't think that's Donald Trump in that picture. I think he had an accident. I think he fell down somewhere. And people saw that, oh man, too many people are coming out there saying, hey, Donald Trump, where is he at? Why hasn't he been posting? Why hasn't he been seen? Because he always likes to be in front of the camera. If he's not on the camera, he's posting on his True Social. So it was like, you know what? To calm people down, let's just go ahead and put somebody out there. I think he just fell and hurt his hip. If you really be honest with you, I don't think he's dead. I think he just fell and hurt his hip. And to calm people down, they just put this old guy in a mask out there. Now, this where you get into a little bit conspiracy area. It's very well known that Donald Trump's health has gone downhill, right? It's gone downhill. With that being said, I think that's part of the reason why they did DC the way it did. No, quote unquote, the worst city with the worst crime, all this other kind of stuff. That might be a very small part of it. The other part of it is that he knows there might be some type of riot if something happens. I mean, hell, he already have a letter set in case something ever does happen to him. I remember when he said that he had a letter out there for if he gets assassinated, that it will give instructions of what to do. And Donald Trump supposedly is a very good chess player, right? In chess, you're always trying to think, at least 2 to 3 moves ahead. So if you're sitting here thinking, okay, I know my health is getting worse, I have these instructions just in case people want to act crazy, let me make sure I have the law in the area. And what I mean by the law, the military. But you guys tell me what you think yourself. Thank you for the comments. But I don't think there's anything. Let me put it like this. I think he's still alive. I do think he's still alive. I think he hurt himself. He's an old man. He's 79 years old. I personally do not think anybody above the age of retirement should be running our country. That's just my personal stance on it. I think he just fell, hurt his hip. He didn't want to be seen being pushed around in a stroller or walking with crutches. So they're probably doing some stem cell research to help him rejuvenate. Again, I'm just speculating, I'm guessing, but I don't think he's gone. I don't think he passed away. I just don't think that. I think that's why they have so much pizza delivered to the White House. I think that's why they have all that stuff going on. It's because the man is just hurt. He hurt himself, and that's just what it is. "79 years old. Is he our oldest standing president? Because I can't remember. I think Joe Biden is a year older than him, and he got elected, 4-ish years ago? So yeah, Donald Trump had to be our oldest living president, or elected president. Old people do bruise extremely easy. You're right. Old people 100% bruise extremely easily. They can bump into a wall and bruise, right? But that's what I'm saying. That's why we shouldn't have somebody that's above retirement age in our White House. That should be something reserved for people who are younger. I'm not saying somebody who's like 30, but hell, I mean, 40s, 50s, why not? If you're above retirement age, no. You shouldn't be in our Senate. You shouldn't be in our House of Representatives. You shouldn't be anywhere near a government or anything like that. I think you should be at home playing with your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, things of that nature. You shouldn't be doing this. But no, I don't think that's him. I think that's just an agent or a paid actor who's just impersonating Trump. I really do think that's what it is. And again, I'm not saying Trump is passed away. I'm not saying Trump is dead. I'm not saying that. I personally do not think he is dead. I just think he hurt himself. And he doesn't want to be seen or perceived as weak by the general public or people. That's all it is. So I understand everybody's trying to get excited. Everybody's trying to make all these plans. But let's say if it was true. Let's say if Trump was passed away. What then? That's not going to stop anything that's already been put in motion. And then you have DJ Vance in there. Keep that in mind. DJ Vance is much younger. And he has 0 fans. I don't know what y'all think, but no, he's fine. He is perfectly fine. He's probably at home right now watching the news. He's probably on TikTok right now watching people make videos about him being gone and eating it up. Because you got to keep in mind, the government is now keeping tabs of what posts you do and do not like. They keeping tabs of that kind of stuff. So if you're sitting here liking posts that's anti-Trump, anti-Israel, anti-whatever, that could work against you in the future. You never know. I just want people to fully know and understand what they're doing when they're liking and saying this kind of stuff. I'm all for free speech, right? I'm 100% for it. And Zohan, Trump 2028, I'll be honest with you. With the way his health has declined, I don't see Donald Trump running in 2028. For one, it's still unconstitutional. He can't do it. But let's say if he didn't say up the Constitution or whatever else, I want to go ahead and do it. His health is so bad, there's no way he'll make it through the campaign. I mean, you got to be realistic in that area. And like people keep saying, Trump is not a king, so it's not like Donald Trump Jr. is just going to go ahead and take over. It doesn't work that way. So they're going to have a new election. There's going to have to. And whoever is going to be a supporter of Trump going to answer for his actions against the American people who are very, very unhappy right now. But outside that, no. Trump is fine. He's in bed, watching TV, eating some ice cream, scrolling through his social media, seeing who all likes him and doesn't like him. And then that's just it. There is nothing wrong with this man. That is a full-on impersonator, though. That's what I believe. Allegedly, that's what I believe. That's my opinion. I believe that is a impersonator. I believe that is a fake actor. That's what I believe. He's a 79-year-old man. He has one bad. Hell, if he gets out of bed wrong, he's going to pull a hamstring. So no, he's still alive. He's still there. And whoever was walking on that golf course wasn't him, but in my opinion, that wasn't him. But yeah, everything is fine. Well, let me rephrase that statement. Everything is fine in the sense that he's not dead. Anyways, you guys tell me what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe, you know. I want to hear. I want to have a conversation with somebody. I like talking to people sometimes. Excuse me. And if you're just coming in, I see a lot of people coming in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm just pretty much saying, in my opinion, there is nothing wrong with Donald Trump. Well, let me rephrase that. Donald Trump is not dead. There are a lot of people saying the man is dead. There are a lot of people doing celebrations for that. I don't think that's the case for him. I think he's just a 79-year-old man who hurt himself. And instead of looking weak to the general public, especially as much smack talking he has done, he has decided to heal and stay off the grid for a minute. And like I also said, they have access to some of the best medical care out there. So with the best medical care out there, stem cells and stuff that we don't even know about, he's going to be back up against him. I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. I do worry about himself. Reminds me of my grandma right now. You know what? I would say the same thing too. I seen older people that look like Donald Trump that got ready to leave soon. The most recent person I could think of in my personal life was my daughter's great great grandfather. He was starting to look like that before he passed away. However, though, Donald Trump is Donald Trump. He has access to the best medical care in the world. He has to the best spiritual people. When I mean spiritual, not just religious people, people who do all kinds of spell work. And whether you believe it or not, it's there. They will do whatever they can to keep that man alive. They have too much invested into Donald Trump to let him go away. Like I even said before, I kind of jokingly said they would turn that man into a zombie before they let him fully go away, before his term is up. He has too much stuff in motion for them to let him go away. He's not going nowhere. Donald Trump is fine. He may have hurt himself. He might be out of commission. That might be a paid actor, but no, he's fine. And if y'all been watching this whole time, if you're new, go ahead and like and subscribe. Why not? It doesn't do anything to you. And check out some of my other videos too. But yeah, Trump is fine. Trump is Trump. Trump is Trump alone. Like I said, I don't even know that much about Trump. I can't say what he's doing, but I just imagine he'll just be in bed right now, eating all this up and making a list. Oh, this person made a video saying they glad that I'm gone. I want to make sure I have them investigated. It's crazy. We really don't have freedom of speech anymore like we used to. Now, granted, freedom of speech is not free, no consequences. I am fully aware of that. But it's getting to the point to where we can't even criticize the things that are harming us. Now, I can understand people making hateful speeches saying they want to do something violent. But if you're criticizing an administration or criticizing a policy or against something that's going on in the country, you should be able to say something without worry of consequences, in my opinion. It shows weakness if you can't take criticism. You got to get criticized your whole entire life. You get criticized by your parents, by your siblings, by your teachers, by your employers, by people down the street. Criticism is a part of life. So for us to be sensitive to where we can't criticize, that's the issue. Now, I can understand hate speech, but criticism, come on now. But no, there is nothing wrong with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is going to be, he's going to be good. The only way, I mean, this is me speculating now. The only way I can see Donald Trump going anywhere is, let's say, the mid his fourth year, and he's getting ready to go out the door anyway, and he's going to heavily invest into the next person he wants to follow his footsteps. Whether that's Vance, whether that's one of his kids, he's going to heavily invest into that person. And then his quote unquote dying wish is for that person to be the next president of the United States, because he knows he will continue to make America great again. That's the only way I can really see that happening. You know, We all live on borrowed time. We never know when our time is up, right? And unfortunately, the way that our healthcare system, our government system, everything is set up, you only can survive if you're wealthy. You know, it's a thing why people don't go to the doctor a lot. Is they don't go to the doctor not because they're scared. It's because they can't afford that bill. Think about it for a second. They say you should get a routine health checkup. The older you get, the more frequent you should get it. However, though, the older you get, the more bills you have. You have kids and other responsibilities, so you keep paying off your health. So those routine checkups don't happen, and then normally you don't go to the doctor till something serious wrong happens. And then when that serious thing wrong happens, it causes a crap storm, a shit storm. However, though, the wealthy, their doctor's their best friend. They can catch stuff early so it won't become a serious issue. Now, think about Trump is he's a very stubborn man. He's going to do what he wants to. I'm pretty sure he figured at this point he lived his life how he wanted to the best he could. So he doesn't have to worry about anything else. He got his kid, he got his fortune. He literally accomplished every single thing he wanted to do. And people don't talk about it enough. He tried running for president, what was it, 3 other times and failed completely? But he was persistent until he got what he wanted. Now, I will say this. If it wasn't for the black community embracing Trump like they did before, he wouldn't have became president. Which I find kind of weird in a way. Because before Donald Trump became president, you saw him on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You saw him on rap videos, rap music videos. You saw him hanging around like Mike Tyson and things of that nature. Donald Trump surrounded himself around black people when he was coming up. And then once he ran for president, that's when the switch happened. So if it wasn't for the black acceptance, Donald Trump wouldn't be where he is right now. And there's a lesson there if you really think about it. We got to be careful who we accept and embrace into our culture, into our people. And the funny, I even go further. Donald Trump really never rocked with us like that. But we like fame, fortune, and money. What that represents, gold, yada yada yada, and that's what he stood for. So it kind of was a parasocial relationship or a symbiotic relationship for a second there. And if you're coming in, like I said, people are coming in and out. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm just pretty much saying that person right there is not Donald Trump. In my opinion, that man is not Donald Trump. That man is an actor. Donald Trump is in bed because he hurt himself falling down somewhere. That man is not Donald Trump. I don't know who that man is, but he's not Trump, though. If you believe that man is Donald Trump, you a fool. That's not Donald Trump. That is an actor. That is an actor who is sitting here trying to cover for Trump right now. That face right there, that face looks nothing like Trump. That face looks nothing like Donald Trump. I can go online on Amazon, buy me more convincing Donald Trump face mask than that crap. I still remember when I saw on the news there was a white man who bought a black face mask and wore some sunglasses and were committing crimes pretending to be a black man. We in 2025 right now. They got to do better than this crap to try to fool people. They got to do better. This is not Trump. In my opinion, this is not Trump. This is not him, in my opinion. Too many people were getting excited. Too many people were getting upset. Too many people were getting worried. Too many people were speaking too loudly about him disappearing for so long, so they had to put somebody out there. Am I one of the people that think he's dead? No. I do not think this man is dead. However, though, I do think that he did hurt himself and he's recovering. I do believe he's going to be here for all 4 years. And it's not me because I want him to be here for all 4 years. It's because he has too much power behind him to let him pass away right now. not for a medical thing. He has access to some of the best health care in the world, stuff that we don't even know about in America. You know what I just recently found out? I recently found out, what was it, Germany? Germany made a cream that you could rub on your freaking knees to help regenerate the cartilage there. I had no idea about that. So instead of getting all this invasive surgery, have you ever seen a knee surgery? A knee surgery is violent as hell. It's literally like hammering a stake into the ground. It is painful as all hell. But instead, in Germany, they came over and said you could rub a cream on your leg to help regenerate the cartilage in your knee. You have stuff in China to where they have found a way to get rid of HIV and cancer. And the cancer is just not in their country; it's in multiple countries. He has access to all of that stuff. Stem cell research in Switzerland, I believe, access to all of it. There is no way this man is going to pass away from health. Not while he's in office. It just won't happen. Now, he may pass away from other stuff out of his control, but not from health. And I see a lot of people jumping in and out, like, comment, and subscribe. Mainly comment. I want to hear what you got to say too. E West, thank you for fully agreeing with me. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. He is fine. He's in bed because he slipped and fell, in my opinion, and hurt himself. And he's just sitting here watching ice cream, scrolling through TikTok, Twitter, and Truth Social to see who really has his back or not. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with this man. There's nothing wrong with him at all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me a comment if you think that's Trump or not. Tell me if you think that's Trump. That man is not Trump right there, though. That's an actor. That's an agent. That's somebody pretending to be Trump. That is not Donald Trump right there. For the last 4 days, people were so worried, and the best they could do is a faraway picture. The face isn't even orange. That's right. The face isn't even orange enough to be Donald Trump. Mr. Super Heat Ran, thank you. The face is not even orange enough. That's not Trump. That's an actor. That's an agent. But you know what, though? When he comes back to the public, and Trump will eventually come back to the public, I have a feeling these little appearances like these are going to keep happening for the next few weeks, right? And like I said before, he has access to the best health care in the whole entire world. Whenever he comes back, I would say in about 2 to 3 weeks, he's going to look about 5 years younger. And people are going to be like, wow, Trump really does have the best genetics, yada, yada, yada. No. Trump have access to the best health care that they deny to the regular people of the United States. Like I said before, they are too invested in this man to let him go away. At the very least, they would turn his ass into a zombie and have him out there walking around until the agenda is fully done. He's not going anywhere. So for all the people that's out there celebrating and feeling happy, don't. Stay aware, stay vigilant, and think about what you say before you post it. Like I said before, I am 100% for freedom of speech, but there is something called freedom. There's freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences. So yes, you can say whatever you want, but right now they have been passing bill after bill. If you say anything that's anti-Israeli, anti-American too much, that could put you on a list. You would get a fine. And you know, we all know how petty Trump is. Come on now. So if you're going to say something smart. Don't be getting online saying dumbass stuff. So I've been seeing that a lot lately. People get online saying dumbass stuff. Voice your opinion in an intelligent way to where it won't come back and bite you in the ass later. You don't got to be a fan of Trump. I am not a fan of Trump. I think this man right here is a paid actor or agent. There is nothing about this man right here that looks like Donald Trump. However, though, I'm not going to come on here and say I wish he's dead. No, that's stupid. You have to be an idiot to say that about any president of the United States. Oh, man. Y'all let Trump get in y'all head and think certain things are okay. And we're trying to match negative energy with negative energy. It doesn't work that way. Just because they can do it don't mean you can do it. Keep that in mind. Am I happy with everything that's been going on in the country? No. But the one thing you have to be careful about, especially the way things have been going, with all the National Guard and all these other troops on the land, policing the areas, things are going into a direction I thought I wouldn't see. Things are going into a direction to where I thought you would only see in the movies. I honestly didn't think that things would go down the way they have been the last, Trump has been in office for 8 months. 8 months. Has he made the best choices for the American people? In my opinion, no. Has he kept his promises about the Epstein files? No. Has grocery prices gone down? No. Has gas gone down? Gas has been stagnant. Education is getting worse. People are scared. People are frustrated. He has done nothing to really address any of that. There is a more bigger divide than ever before. And his job is not done yet. He's not done yet. So whenever I say, be careful what you post and what you say. Be careful of what you post and what you say. Leave me a comment or like if you agree or disagree. Say something. Let me know what you think. Because I'm tired of seeing people who have these great platforms that come out here and say the most dumbass stuff. I'm not saying be scared. I'm saying be smart. That's all I'm saying. Be smart about what you say and how you say it. Because everybody is connected in ways that we don't know about. Hell, I recently discovered in my own personal life that a woman that's a board member in the company I work for is also the board member in 3 other companies in my city. Rich people are connected and have positions just because they're rich. All I'm saying is, also like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. This man is not Donald Trump. Donald Trump hurt himself. He's recovering. He's going to come back in about 2 or 3 weeks, make a full face public appearance, looking better than he did in a while, probably about 5 or 6 years younger. And that's going to be it. Don't let them trick you with this. This man is not Trump, in my opinion. Gotta make sure I put that in my opinion there. Not him. And even if it was him, there's so much supernatural stuff out there that we don't know about, that we just don't believe in, that they convinced us is demonic and evil, that they use in a regular. There was a recently uncovered CIA document or unclassified CIA document that they were looking into witches and stuff, like real ones, the supernatural. So I got to get ready to get out of here soon. Like I said before, check out some of my other videos. I appreciate y'all for just listening to me rant for a while. Just keep in mind, This man is not Trump, though. I don't know who he is. In my opinion, this man ain't Trump. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for viewing, and have a good day.